From newstalkzb.co.nz.
It's Mike Hosking.
So let's bring it back home. It's not like it didn't get a big sell from the Met Service. Christchurch and Canterbury were told to hunker down, to stock up, to prepare potentially for the biggest snowstorm in over 20 years. So how cold, how white has it turned out to be? Our Canterbury Mornings host Chris Lynch is with us. Chris, good morning to you.
Good morning to you.
Are you wearing your crampons?
No, but I did wear my my ugly polar fleece brown hat to bed last night, and that's as good as it gets, to be honest.
Have you got any snow?
No. Nothing at all. Absolutely nothing. Snowmageddon, Mike, has turned into Fizzmageddon, really. Perhaps the forecasters were eating yellow snow. You see, I was expecting, or perhaps hoping, to wake up with half a metre of snow at the front door, because that is exactly what the forecasters were telling us earlier in the week. It didn't happen. They do say possible snow on the Port Hills and Banks Peninsula, but nothing to get too excited about, to be honest with you. Friday, though, is it looking at slightly colder with potential snow showers, they say, but they just don't really know. I mean, I don't really know either. I mean, I look at Weather Watch,
Well, hold on. Where's the biggest storm in 20 years gone?
Well, the biggest storm in 20 years was, 1992, your first day at News Talk ZB in Christchurch. It's about the extent of it. I mean, there have been so many conflicting weather reports. Let me give you an example of this. The Christchurch Press yesterday on its Stuff website used the words, one of the heaviest snowstorms in 2 decades that could be prolonged for 3 days. And then halfway down the article, it says, no major snowfall for Christchurch. So if that's not confusing, I really don't know what is, to be honest. But I suppose the good thing is, though, being slightly more positive about the whole thing, I was in the local supermarket countdown last night, and Cantabs are used to preparing themselves for the worst. You know, the authorities, civil defence and the council have told me they'd rather be prepared for the worst than have the moaners saying, "You didn't tell us it was going to snow." So, I was actually quite surprised. Everything, including vegetables and fruit, completely gone. And we're talking a sort of a medium-sized supermarket. It was almost like the Boxing Day sale, about 9 o'clock last night. Plenty of people in the supermarket in the bitterly cold weather.
So you bought a cup of soups or what?
I bought nothing. I bought a bottle of water.
Okay, so you're not overly prepared. Did you see the non-snow coming?
Yes, but because of the conflicting weather reports. You look at I wouldn't be surprised if Met Service is sponsored by Countdown. I mean, there was just nothing to get too excited about. I mean, talk about dangling a carrot in front of Canterbury residents without downplaying it too much. I mean, they do say, Mike, listen, very important here, a 1 degree temperature change can change everything, from rain to sleet. But the problem is, though,
have you got any school closures? Is there a puddle somewhere? Is there? Well,
there is. Is there a puddle? There's a few puddles, to be fair. Huranui College is closed because of the rain. It was snowing heavily in Lake Tekabo. Look, there are the usual suspects of roads closed, all the passes are closed, but that's called winter.
Yes, it is, Chris. Well done. I'm glad you've identified that for us. So a winter's day in Christchurch. Glad we were able to cover that this morning on the biggest program in radio.